Today is Friday, March 31st, 2017. My name is Eric Striffler, and I'm going to do my best to answer 10 of your questions in 10 of my minutes. Let's start the clock.
Radmir on Reddit says, I am moving to NYC in 2 weeks. What are the best and worst places to see movies there?
What are the best and worst places to see movies there? One of my favorite theaters is the Sunshine Cinema on East Houston Street, or I guess just on Houston. Landmark Sunshine. Also, the Angelica down the street is great. Those theaters show smaller movies, really, really great little films that you might not otherwise be able to see. I personally frequent the Regal in Union Square. And what's the worst place to see a movie? There's not really... I don't know. I can't really think of like the worst place because I guess because I don't go to it. But definitely when I lived in Brooklyn, there were a few theaters that just weren't quite up to snuff. But I can really only think of good ones, and I do recommend the Sunshine Cinema.
Pharaoh704 says, what's your favorite movie trailer?
My favorite movie trailer, Upstream Color has a brilliant trailer. That's the first one that came to mind. Yeah, Upstream Color. I'm gonna just go with that. It's not my favorite ever, but it's the first thing that popped into my mind. So there you go.
Mustache Mitch.
Mustache. I hope it's Mustache.
Mustache Mitch says, do you watch Netflix's Love? If so, what do you think about it?
Oh, do I? I love this show. No pun intended. I'm sure I'm the last person to say that. It's the best. It's the best. I thought that the season 2 finale was not great, which is weird because it was directed by, I can't think of his name right now. My buddy Adam's going to be so mad that I can't think of his name right now. He did Uncle Kent. Help. Somebody. But anyway, so he did it, and I was expecting a little bit more. I think they could have cut the whole Scooby-Doo-esque sequence, personally. But yeah, I love the show in general. I think it's great.
D. Lorenz1017 says, name the last time a single scene has train-wrecked an otherwise enjoyable movie for you.
Damn. A single scene has train-wrecked an otherwise good movie? Arrival has it doesn't train wreck the movie, but the CGI hair in Arrival is genuinely like unforgivable. It's so bad. It's horrendous. But it doesn't train wreck an otherwise good movie necessarily. Damn, that's tough because does that mean that I didn't like the movie then because of that scene? That happens sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I'll go with that. It doesn't quite answer your question, but if I think of anything else, I'll come back to it.
Steven_Xodia says, favorite and least favorite track from Death of a Bachelor?
You know what? I'm going to just refer to the album right now, album listing. Death of a Bachelor is probably the best song on the album, I would think. But I also, was it favorite and least favorite? So I can say for sure, my least favorite, I really don't love Victorious. I'll just go through them real quick. I don't love Victorious. I think it's kind of corny. I don't love The Good, the Bad, and the Dirty. I think that one's also a little bit corny. And Crazy Equals Genius is a little bit corny too, but it's damn catchy, so I'll take it. Love Hallelujah, love Death of a Bachelor, love LA Devotee, Golden Days, House of Memories is okay, and Impossible Year is beautiful. I'm going to go with Death of a Bachelor is probably my favorite. I've been listening to it, it was probably the one I listened to the most, so I'll go with that.
Zanzaba says, I remember seeing you in an old pop-punk music video years before I became a fan. I know it exists somewhere out there. What was it? And what's the story behind it?
We Are the In Crowd. And, well, this is the one I'm sure this is the one you're talking about. I'm also in a Forever the Sickest Kids video, briefly, if you can spot my pink shirt. Actually, if you can find it, I won't tell you what video it is. I also don't remember the song. But if you can find it, if you can find me, send me a screenshot on Twitter. But We Are the In Crowd. Oh, what's the name of the song? We Are the In Crowd. Let me think for a second. And I got it. That's an interesting story, actually. But I found out finding out isn't the worst. Maybe it's I Found Out. Is that the name of the song, possibly? You're not quite Satan, but I think it's I Found Out. You can check that out. I play basically Harry Potter in the music video, and it was super fun. I remember they shot it in Poughkeepsie, New York, and I was a huge fan of the band, and I think they must have posted somewhere, maybe on like a MySpace or something, that they were looking for people that wanted to be in the video. I just said like, hey, I will drive there. It's a couple hours away from me on Long Island, New York, but I'll drive there. And I did, and they gave me a substantial part because I drove all the way out, and it was super cool. Similar story for the Forever the Six Kids video. I drove to New Jersey for it. So again, if you find that video, there's another clue if you can figure out where it was shot, I guess. If you can find me in that video, it's brief, and I would love to see if you screenshot it to me, at Strifleric on Twitter.
Baby Pony 3 asks, what was your favorite movie as a kid? Do you still love it, depending on how good or bad it was?
Favorite movie as a kid? That's just as bad as asking if I have a favorite movie, I think. Okay, so how about this? I do remember vividly carrying around my VHS of Nightmare Before Christmas. I remember watching that so much as a kid. I also specifically remember as a kid thinking that the little guys that played, like the little band that's outside of Jack's house, I thought that was his son, or those were his sons because they called him Bone Daddy. I didn't get jazz terms. That's jazz, right? Bone Daddy. Yeah, that was in La La Land. Yeah, I do remember, and I remember like crying because I didn't have it, and there was a trailer before maybe like Edward Scissorhands or some other movie on VHS, and I would always see it, and I wanted it so bad. And then I remember I would like clutch that VHS. I would walk around with it. So we'll go with Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of many, but that's the one that pops into my head.
Luke B24 asks, what is one goal of yours for the next 5 to 10 years?
One goal of mine for the next, 5 to 10 years? Everything that's popping into my head is for like current things I'm doing to just be better and bigger. Yeah, I thought of Pity Applause immediately, and I thought like, oh, I would love for that to, just like, you know what? That's a goal for Pity Applause that we've had for many years. We would love to be popular enough at the live shows that we do. Pity Applause is another show that I do if you want to look it up, youtube.com/pityapplause. But at the live shows in New York City, if we had to do 2 shows in one night, sort of similar to like an ASCAT situation, if you know what that is. The first show is paid, then the next show is free, and it's like a standby line. I think that sort of concept is so cool. And because of the way Pity Applause works, we have the videos done. If you know what it is, you know what I mean. If not, you should look into it. We have the videos done. We could perform it multiple times, just with different improv scenes. You get what I'm saying. So that's definitely a goal. And then also synthetic / it used to be called Nyctophobia. I don't know. I don't know if I have a major goal for that because it's already sold out multiple times. So I can't really say like I hope it sells out or something. Maybe take it on a little bit of a tour. Do a show somewhere else. That could be pretty cool. I will say a little goal with that. It's not really like a big thing, but I would love to make comic books, brief little comic books, or almost like little graphic novels. We're talking like a couple of pages of all the years of Nyctophobia so far, and then do it going forward. Also, soundtracks from Jackie Dang's music that we've had the past couple of years. I want those to release. So maybe comic books pops into my head as well for that. You might have thought maybe I'd go to like I want to make a feature film or something like that, but that's not something I have a specific enough idea in mind for. So a couple of ideas that I have kind of dropped and would like to get back to at some point, but we'll see. Yeah.
Tickle says, so recently you brought in the new review format and the new trailer reactions, which have been great, refreshing content.
Thank you.
Is this it for now? Or are there more things you want to implement for the channel and other things you want for PMI as a whole?
Great question. I actually think, and I did tweet this, I think that this right now, 10 questions in 10 minutes, the general concept of it, while I don't think it's complete, I don't think it's perfect. I think, not so much complete or perfect, but, I think it could be honed a little bit more to make it a little more unique and specific to me. I think this might be like the last missing piece for now, the last puzzle piece, if you will, to complete the new, pretty much what it is. I think the reviews, the PMTRs, and now this to sort of alleviate the reviews and whatnot. The idea is that this allows me to check in with you guys weekly, even if I don't have a review. I don't have to crank something out. I want to spend time on the reviews, quality over quantity, big time. And this time, because they're so good, I refuse to allow those to get compromised by just having to post #content. So if we got to do #content, this is where I want to go with. If something has to be content, this feels like that could be that thing. And I'm still having fun with it. So, yeah. I have no other plans outside of this right now.
Jake_Watford asks, are you excited for the new Halloween coming out in 2018? John Carpenter is executive producing it. Michael is coming home.
And Danny McBride is writing it, as far as I know. Danny McBride and somebody else, and I feel bad forgetting his name. But yes, I actually am looking forward to it, because if you don't know, it takes place after Halloween 2. So it's Halloween 1, 2, and then 3, basically, is what this is. It's not Season of the Witch. So it's almost like, I don't know if they're kind of trying to almost like fill a gap in between where that could have been the 3 that could have happened. I don't know. But yes, I'm very excited, actually. I think it could be good.
You got 5 seconds left. What do you want to say?
I did it again. Was that 10 questions?
Time. Shut up.
Somebody said in a comment on the last one of these that they were tense through the whole thing because I spent too long answering one question, and they were like, he's not going to finish, and they felt on edge through the rest of it. And I got to tell you, that's the perfect comment, because that's exactly what I want to do. I want to take a Q&A video and try to do something a little different with it. And if I can make you feel uncomfortable for 10 minutes straight, I'm happy. And also, in case you didn't notice, all of these questions were from Reddit this week. Normally it'll be Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit, and maybe we'll open up some other things as well. But Reddit, we've finally officially got a PMI subreddit. It's r/prettymuchit, and I'm very excited to get that going because I've gotten really into Reddit over the last 6 months to a year or so. If you are on Reddit, I would love it if you would subscribe and be active there, and I'll see you over there. Thank you very much to everybody that asked questions. Again, please let me know in the comments what you think of this whole concept. Should I keep doing it? I'm going to do it a couple of times here and see just, how it goes, but if you want me to just really keep doing it weekly, please let me know. Also, if you'd like to watch any other videos, trailer reactions, or reviews, you can click right over here. If you want to subscribe to make sure you never miss any videos I put up, you can click right here, and leaving a thumbs up ain't gonna hurt you. Thank you very much for watching, and that's pretty much it.